Welcome to another Doodle Duel.
I'm Miss V.
And I'm Miss C. In today's video, we are going to be making characters inspired from candy. There's so many different types of candy, but we were able to narrow it down into our drawings. Now let's get started with some sweet or sour looking characters.
My character is going to be sweet. I was inspired by sugar, so I based my candies on ones that were mostly made of sugar. Just like rock candy, cotton candy, Japanese pompeto, sprinkles, and some powdered sugar for decorating.
If you're making yours sweet, I'm going for sour. I love sour candy. One of my favorites are sour gummy worms. I decided to make my candy character a sour pixie fairy. After doing some research on sour candy, I found most of them to be coated with sour sanding or sour sugar. The sour sanding helps make the sour flavor and is made from citric or tartaric acid and sugar. Sour candies usually come in a variety of fruit flavors as well. This helps make the candy look more vibrant to match the flavor and give you that fruity, sour taste.
Looking at rock candy reminded me of a little magic wand as well as a broomstick, so I decided to make my character a magic user. Her rock candy scepter will be her source of power and used to fly. I wanted to use cotton candy for her hair to give her some volume in contrast to the giant candy stick. That's why her pose is also a little tilted to show that the scepter holds some weight to it so it can hold her upright. Because of her magic abilities, I thought it would be cool to use cotton candy cone for the witch hat on her head. Despite being a witch, she is a sweet witch and a cheerful person. She's also imaginative but naive.
Based on my research, I decided to make sure I show that coat of sugar sanding on the pixie. Throughout his entire body, I made him sparkle. I also tried to make him look a little more eccentric because in my imagination, if sour had a personality, I think it will look a little crazy for that blast of sour flavor it gives people. This is why I made him have slightly messy spiked up hair and is in a fun pose trying to balance his lemon wand. In his color choices, I wanted to make him bright and vibrant to make him similar to most sour candies.
I add the other candies like pompeto to the sleeves and sprinkles for the trim. I colored my characters, also adding the powdered sugar on the dress and adding texture to the different elements of the design. I repeat this texture for the background.
The sour pixie probably likes to be mischievous and pranks others. He also uses his lemon wand to cast spells that help him in his silly pranks. Most of his pranks involve making someone taste a lot of sour flavors. I also based his personality on the variety of different sour candy mascots. For example, warheads are well known to be extremely sour. The mascot itself already tells us how we might feel based on the head, with puffed cheeks trying to eat the candy. It looks like he can't take it because of the explosion on top of his head. I tried to think that maybe my little sour pixie thinks it's funny to see people's faces turn into the warhead's mascot's face, and worked my design around that. Alright, it looks like my sour pixie is done. How's your character, Miss V?
I have just about finished as well. Let's see how he did. Miss C, he looks so mischievous. I bet he would try to trick me into a sour deal.
Aw, Miss V, your character design is the epitome of sweet candies. Your candy choices and designs fit the idea of sweet candy perfectly.
Thanks, Miss C. Which one do you guys think represents their candies the best? Let us know.
You can also show us your candy people by having your parents submit your art to us at media@teamprimetime.org. Please include the project title, student's first name, grade, and school. The selected artwork will be highlighted on Team Primetime's website and YouTube channel. We hope you liked our video and draw with us again in our next video.
I'm in the mood for candy now, but before we go,
Keep doodling!